up, YouTube? G4Liddy here once again, back with another video for you guys. And today's topic is going to be a Throwback Thursday video. I want to talk to you guys about a story that happened to me a long time ago, back when I was in high school. You know, I might make this a weekly thing, my Throwback Thursday story, because I know y'all fuck with the personal vlogs. So, you know, maybe you might want to hear some of these stories, you know, because this shit be crazy. It should be crazy, so I might make this a weekly thing. But today's topic is back when I was in high school, and me and my dude Carlin, that was one of my good friends in high school. We chilled all the time. We hung out all the time after school. We clowned around. We were some class clowns back in the day. That's all we did in class, was crack jokes and shit. You know, that's not a good thing. That's probably why I got expelled. You know, got kicked out. So we was a troublemaker, but shit. We made class fun. You know, that's what we tried to do. We tried to make class fun. As much as teachers complained about us, they laughed just as much as everybody else did. But like I said, me and him, we used to kick it all the time. And one day, like, I think I was like in maybe 11th grade. Yeah, we was walking after school, just chilling, you know, walking, you know, next to the school, across the street from the high school was this Arby's. You know, that was the hangout spot. We always went to Arby's, got some food, you know, and then just walked around this town of Melvindale, just always walking around. Keep in mind that Carlin is black, I am black. We are some niggas in this white town. You know, this white town. So, you know, automatically us just walking around like this aimlessly is sketchy. You know, but we kids, we not thinking too much of it. This before the whole Trayvon Martin shit. That was years later. We ain't think somebody was gonna come out and harm us, you know, so we didn't think nothing of it. You know, just two dumb kids. But yeah, we walking around, and then we see a bunch of these middle school kids that are being loud, cussing, disrespectful, smoking weed. They are doing some crazy shit. And we look back at them like, damn, that shit is crazy. They causing a whole bunch of trouble. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not trying to be around that. Cause my man's Carlin was like, yeah, let's get away from them. But as we was walking, they was picking up speed walking behind us. You know, like, what's going on? Like, why these fucking kids are following us? You know, like, I couldn't understand why these kids were following us. They was getting closer and closer. And then, as they got told, they started yelling shit at us. Like, what up, you niggas, nigga, la la la. Started dropping N-bombs and saying some racist shit. But, you know, the weird part about this, I'll never forget it, they were saying all this racist shit, but they was dressed like they was black. You know, white kids, but they was sagging their pants, had on, you know, just these white kids that looked like wiggers, but they saying racist shit. So that automatically, it was confusing as fuck. But we turned around and like, yo, shut up, kids, you know, what the fuck y'all acting like this for? You know, if I was your daddy, I would whoop your ass, these kids acting bad. And then we said that shit, and then they started harassing us and shit, and started getting violent toward us. And I'm telling Carlin, yo, we can't touch these kids, nigga. We can't, I mean, as much as we want to throw hands and uppercut these little badass motherfuckers, we can't. We would get in trouble for that shit. So we trying to get away, and they still harassing us, following us, harassing us. And my man Carlin, he's a comedian, even funnier than me. He cracking jokes on them, talking about how they dress and shit. And man, they did not like that. They did not like that shit. He was roasting them, and they got heated. That's when they started throwing hands and shit. They throwing hands at us, and I'm just trying to, you know, I'm on my DBZ shit, dodging these hits like, I'm on my Dragon Ball Z Goku shit, you know, in the beginning when he's, while them niggas trying to attack him, I'm just dodging the shit. My man Carlin is too. And yeah, we just try to leave the situation. I'm trying to diffuse the situation. I have yet to lay my hand on these kids. My friend Carlin haven't either. We are being harassed. All these people are driving by, looking at us. And then finally, the kids leave us alone. I don't know what. Maybe they got bored. Maybe they got tired. They finally left us alone. I'm thinking to myself, damn, you know what? We handled that shit pretty fucking good, didn't we? He like, yeah, we did. You know, we handled that shit well. But I'm still like, yeah, I still wanted to beat their ass, though. You know, they them kids that they obviously didn't get no ass whoopings growing up. They timeout baby. I could spot a timeout baby. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to whoop their ass, yeah. But good thing we didn't. We handled that like adults would, aside from you roasting the shit out of them, you know. But then out of nowhere, we walk back. We get back to the Arby's parking lot, and I kid you not, one police truck flies down the street, pull up toward us, 2 police trucks, 3 police trucks, 4 police trucks, 4 police trucks, and then 2 police cars all surround me and my man's Carlin. Like, we like looking like, yo, what the fuck do we do? We put our hands up, they go freeze. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, all these white cops, me and Carlin, I'm like, what's going on? We got reports that you two were harassing kids. We got reports from neighbors and people that watch it. We were like, nah, they followed us. They harassed us. You know, they were like, no, you didn't. You lying, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh shit. So this is how I'm gonna die, huh? This is how I'm gonna die. They gonna kill me out here. I'm over here with my hands up, and I'm like, oh shit. What the fuck happened, man? We was just cooling like an hour ago. What the fuck? Yeah, I was so scared. My man Carlin, he ain't saying shit. My man just shaking his head like, damn, this is it too? I know he was thinking the same shit. And I knew that was like, I always experienced racism because I was going to school there. I experienced racism here and there, but that was the most blatant racism. It was like, I could die over this. And then finally, while I got my hands up, you know, I'm like, I could call now I'm like, nah, let me not reach for no phone. Let me not reach for nothing and give them a reason to shoot me. If I reach for anything, I'm dead. And I was like, yeah, let me not do that. So I decided, I started describing the kids. I was like, hey, one of them was about this height. He was wearing this. He was wearing that. He had on this type of clothes. And then the police was listening to me. And they was like, oh, they were like, we know exactly the kids you talking about. We've been getting reports all over from everybody else reporting that these kids have been harassing people, vandalizing the town, and we got prior reports about these kids, so then they knew we was telling the truth. They knew they was harassing us. We wasn't harassing them because they got the early reports. So finally they all got back in the truck, they all drove off, and they told us, they told us to stay out of trouble. And drove off. No apologies or nothing. No, I'm sorry for almost killing y'all asses out here. Just nothing. Just casually drove to stay out of trouble. And I was like, yo. Today got me all the way fucked up. They got me all the way fucked up out here. You know, and from that day forward, I never hung around after school in that town. And when school was over, I'm taking my black ass home. I'm taking my ass home. I'm going to Detroit. Fuck this shit. They will kill me out here for fucking around. You know, from just walking around casually. They don't play that shit. They don't care about my side of the story. If I even reached for my cell phone, I would have died that day. If my homie Carlin would have reached for something, if he would have stepped forward, if I even stepped any way that looked suspicious, they would have killed me. And I am very aware of that. Shit like the whole Trayvon Martin story, the whole the Mike and Ferguson story, all of that shit hit home for me because I know how they are. You know, I learned that firsthand when I was like fucking 16. I was about 17. Carlin was like 15. You know, we learned firsthand, and we never hung around that bitch again after school. You know, fuck after school clubs, fuck sports, fuck all of that. We going home. You know, and still to this day, one of the scariest fucking moments of my life. Near-death experience. They would have put a bullet in my ass and got away with it. Got away with it. I'm a big dude. They would have been like, well, I felt threatened by him. He stepped forward. I know he got like 20 guns pointed at him, but he stepped forward. I felt threatened. You know, so that was one of the closest times I ever got to being killed. Shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. Learn my lesson. Learn to always be vigilant of your surroundings. The moral of the story is that. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Know what kind of people are around you. Take pictures. Be descriptive. Notice what people are wearing. Like I said, take pictures. Record video. It is important. That shit can save your life. Me noticing what these kids was wearing, paying attention to it, that shit saved my life. So that's just the moral of this story. Be safe out here to anybody. This not even just to minorities. This to anybody. If you ever somewhere where you feel unfamiliar and you don't trust your surroundings and shit, just be vigilant. Be safe. Too much senseless murders like this happen. You know, so that's my story. You know, my Throwback Thursday story, my near-death experience growing up. One of the closest I ever got to dying. But yeah, you can hit me down in the comments down below. Tell me your thoughts on today's topic, today's vlog. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. You know, the thumbs up is important. I love making these videos, but let me know you like them by hitting that thumbs up, and I'll continue to make more content just like this. Chief 4 Leader here, signing off. Thank you guys for watching.